kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They boot it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Makes it past the marker. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
First down and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Unloads quickly, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it fourth.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, you have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avery. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Parks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Throw him to the spot, and and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Avery. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Got it in the middle. It's Parks. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That's reeled in. It's Parks. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type 1st half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The receiver on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Parks. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
Pass interference, defense.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Gets it back over the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They'll run it on first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
He'll keep it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and 2. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This third down play more than manageable. manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They're working that left side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Avery.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Shotgun snap on third down. That's caught. It's Parks. Still running at the 40. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. What a touchdown.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Avery. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got a man. It's Avery. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Avery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Right on the money. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here. This 2-minute situation, he makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Calling calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Snaps it in the shotgun. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, and especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one.